Welcome to the Animative Channel. Today, we talk about animal communication. They say, a dog is a man's best friend. But have you ever wondered what your furry companion is trying to tell you when they bark, meow, or make any of their other distinctive sounds? If you've ever had a pet, then you've probably spent many hours simply staring at them in confusion, wondering what exactly they're trying to say. But a new discovery made by scientists could finally put an end to all of that. Because it turns out the world of animal communication is far more advanced than we could have ever imagined. We've always assumed that our pets are pretty straightforward when it comes to communicating. A meow means they're hungry, a bark means they want to go outside, and purring means they're happy. And while this may be true in some cases, scientists now believe that these common assumptions are just the tip of the iceberg, and that there's a lot more to animal communication than we previously thought possible. Have you ever noticed how your dog seems to react differently to different types of birds? Some barks are high-pitched, and others are low and rumbling. Even cats, who are known for being less vocal than dogs, actually have over 100 different types of meows, each with its own unique meaning. So what exactly are they trying to tell us? Until recently, most people assumed that animals only communicate through their vocalizations. However, scientists have discovered that they also use a variety of other methods to communicate, including visual cues, olfactory signals, and even tactile communication. In other words, animals communicate not only through the sounds they make, but also through their appearance, scent, and touch. This discovery has completely changed the way we view animal communication. And scientists are now working hard to decode the many subtle cues animals use to communicate with each other. One of the most exciting recent discoveries in the field of animal communication is the fact that some species, such as dogs and dolphins, can actually understand human speech. This means that when your dog barks, they may be responding to something you've said or asking you to do something for them. Dolphins, for example, can learn the names of their caretakers and will actually come when they are called. They can also understand commands such as sit, stay, and calm. This level of communication is truly remarkable and suggests that animals are much more intelligent than we give them credit for. Scientists are also making progress in understanding the complex ways that animals use scent to communicate. Dogs, for example, have been shown to be able to detect subtle differences in the scents of various types of urine, allowing them to communicate information about their reproductive status and individual identity. Olfactory signals are also used by ants and bees to communicate the location of food sources to their colony mates. These sophisticated communication methods allow animals to share important information and coordinate their activities in ways that we are just beginning to understand. Perhaps the most surprising recent discovery in the field of animal communication is the fact that some species are capable of true conversation. That is, they can engage in back-and-forth exchanges of vocalizations that convey complex meanings. For example, birds have been observed engaging in elaborate courtship displays that involve a series of vocalizations and visual cues. Similarly, primates use a combination of calls and gestures to communicate during social interactions. This type of communication is usually thought to be unique to humans, but these new findings suggest that animals are capable of much more sophisticated forms of communication than we previously thought possible. As scientists continue to decode the many subtle cues animals use to communicate, we are sure to learn even more about the fascinating world around us. Who knows? Maybe one day we will be able to communicate with animals in their own language. So the next time your dog barks or your cat meows, take a moment to listen closely. They may be trying to tell you something profound. With a better understanding of the nuances of animal communication, we can become more attuned to the needs of our furry companions and better understand the world around us. So let's open our ears and minds to the fascinating world of animal communication. You never know what secrets they might reveal.